We're at a crossroads. The crypto market is rattled. Big names saw sharp dips recently, creating panic for many. But here's the deal. Market stress often hides opportunity. History shows that after big downturns, the survivors, the strongest networks, rebound harder. That's why getting in now, before the dust settles, could give you serious upside. What you need is not just hype, but coins with real fundamentals, widespread use, strong technology, and communities or institutions backing them. That's what we looked for when selecting these 5 coins. Coin number 1, Bitcoin, BTC. Why BTC still matters? It's the original crypto, the digital gold. Many consider it the most stable entry. As the flagship, BTC often leads recovery after big market dips, and when confidence returns, money flows back into it first. Because of its limited supply, many view it as a hedge against inflation and macroeconomic uncertainty. What to watch out for? Why it's tense right now. BTC was recently rattled by a sharp market downturn, with prices dipping significantly. If global markets remain shaky, BTC could stay volatile. So who is BTC for? If you want a foundational, lower-risk bet in crypto, something to anchor a portfolio, BTC still belongs. It won't likely make you rich overnight, but it's the bedrock many investors choose for long-term stability. Coin number 2, Ethereum, ETH. Ethereum isn't just a coin. It's the underlying engine that powers much of modern crypto. Here's why it stands out. ETH remains the backbone of decentralized finance, DeFi, NFTs, and smart contract applications. Many analysts say ETH is undervalued relative to its potential upside, with structural upgrades, growing staking adoption, and a mature ecosystem providing tailwinds. As more real-world use cases, DeFi platforms, NFTs, tokenized assets grow, ETH's value could be amplified even if BTC stagnates. Tension, risk. Ethereum's price can swing wildly if regulators crack down or if competing blockchains gain traction. And since many projects depend on ETH, issues in Ethereum could cascade across the ecosystem. Who ETH is for? Investors seeking growth but willing to accept higher volatility. People who believe in blockchain, decentralization, and the future of Web3. Coin number 3, Solana, SOL. Solana is the wild card, a blockchain built for speed, low fees, and large-scale adoption. Why Solana stands out? Solana offers ultra-fast transactions and low fees compared to many older blockchains, a major advantage for gaming, NFTs, DeFi, and high-frequency apps. Its ecosystem has been expanding rapidly. Developers are building on it, and real-world usage, especially in NFTs and GameFi, is growing. For those willing to accept risk, timing entry during a dip could yield high rewards. If Solana further accomplishes scalability and mass adoption, potential downside, what could go wrong? High-throughput blockchains must prove long-term stability. If network congestion, bugs, or competition from other chains erode confidence, price could tumble. Best for investors willing to gamble a bit, placing a bet on future blockchain platforms rather than established safe havens. Coin number 4, Avalanche, AVAX. Avalanche doesn't get as much mainstream attention, but that might be exactly its strength. Why AVAX is compelling. It's built as a next-gen blockchain, fast, scalable, and optimized for DeFi and enterprise use cases. As the crypto space diversifies, alternative blockchains, not just ETH or SOL, will matter. Avalanche is positioned to be a serious contender in that wave. For investors looking for underdog potential, AVAX may offer upside, especially if DeFi and cross-chain projects keep growing. Risks: lower name recognition means higher risk. If the broader ecosystem fails to adopt AVAX, or if a more dominant alternative emerges, the coin could stagnate. Best for those who believe blockchain innovation isn't just about big names, but about infrastructure, speed, and long-term utility. Coin number 5, Cardano, ADA. Finally, Cardano. Maybe the most steady-burning bet on this list. Why Cardano deserves attention. It emphasizes security, sustainability, and scalability with a long-term research-driven development philosophy. As blockchain adoption matures, reliability and permanence become as valuable as hype. Cardano is one of the coins focusing on that solidity. For investors wanting a balanced combination of growth and resilience, not extreme spikes, ADA may represent the steady ride. What to watch out for? Because Cardano is more conservative, returns may be slower. It won't likely deliver explosive overnight gains. Who ADA is for? Investors who believe blockchain will be part of the world's long-term infrastructure and who prefer lower risk and steady growth over speculative gains. Putting it together, portfolio strategy and risks. Here's the thing, there's no perfect coin. Each of these five carries strength and risk. If you spread investment across a mix, a little in BTC for stability, ETH for ecosystem leadership, a splash in SOL or AVAX for high risk, high reward, and ADA for long-term steadiness, you balance volatility and potential. Crypto remains one of the most volatile asset classes you could pick. Markets can swing 20 to 30% or more in a matter of days. Recent events proved that loudly. Never invest more than you're willing to lose, and treat this as a long-term journey, not a get-rich-quick scheme. Reflection and call to action. Look, we aren't here to promise gold mines, and no one can predict the future. But if you believe in the ongoing march of decentralization, blockchain technology, and a world reshaped by peer-to-peer finance, then the coins we talked about today represent more than tokens. They represent bets on the future. Will BTC remain the anchor of crypto? Can ETH continue powering Web3, DeFi, NFTs, and beyond? Will chains like Solana, Avalanche, or Cardano become the backbone of tomorrow's decentralized infrastructure? Maybe, maybe not. But what matters is this. If you enter now, indeed it with a clear head, a diversified approach, and patience, you might be part of something bigger than just price charts. So here's what I want you to do. Take these 5 coins, do your own research, watch how the ecosystem evolves. Maybe pick 2 or 3 that resonate most with your beliefs, your risk tolerance, your hopes. Because crypto isn't just about the coins, it's about the world those coins help build. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Which coin are you watching closely right now, and why?